Alright, let me tell you something. It's been a while in this game since we actually have seen so many brand spanking new NIKKES revealed to us via just storyline and other elements. Obviously, it's been a while since we had a last storyline, but we have a storyline. A lot of stuff was introduced both via that storyline and via this over here being Boomsday. A lot of stuff got basically shown to us, and we now have information and possibly NIKKES that will release in the future or at a point, right? There's a lot of NIKKES that players are already looking forward to, and this update already shows us many more. And let me tell you now, most of these, in my opinion, are very solid designs. That's just my opinion, though. So again, let me know what you think. Let's hop into it. Let's talk about everything. We're also talking about the new Pilgrim, which I know is on everyone's mind. So let's get into it. Like and subscribe. Means a lot to me. So first things first, where we'll start is right here. Basically in our newest event, the small event, right? Being Boomsday, we have a new Nikke introduced to us. This Nikke is named Trani, right? That is her name. I'm going to go with that as the correct answer here. Let me just make sure I said that right? That's Trani, yeah? Trony. So again, that's the character. Whether I pronounce that right or wrong, who knows? But right now, that's where this character stands. Introduced to us again via this brand new event. Pretty cool character with a pretty cool design. You know, if you've played the event, I don't want to like spoil it or anything, so I don't want to like give too much lore details. It's the event. It's Boomsday. Just go play Boomsday. It's literally the first thing. But a very cool character. You know, very gaming oriented, I guess you could say. She has wonderful expressions. Honestly, when I was going through this event, I'm like, dude, what the hell with those expressions? She's absolutely XTO 2.0, right? That's where we're going with that one. But yeah. That is Trami. So keep that in mind. Again, also, a lot of the NIKKES that I show you here today, just know this now, they're all in different squads, right? And some of the names are just kind of wild for what I was thinking the names would have been. Like, for example, the Hammer character we saw in the trailer, her name is straight up Hammering. I'm not even joking. It's named Hammering. But again, we have Trani over here. She is in Electric Shock. So remember in the last video when I was saying that she wasn't? Or the other characters were in Electric Shock? No. This character is in Electric Shock. Her name is Trani. There you go. That's how that's going to go. Missilus, I think we know that, right? Missilus is there. So there's that. The other kind of thing, she was just here in the storyline. You'll see all her facial expressions. All those are shown. So again, a Nikke in the future, you'll probably see it. Next up, pretty cool one. This one's shown to us actually in the story chapter. Her name is Flora. She is part of the Botanic Garden squad. Very cool character, again, shown to us via the story event. So make sure to play the story, right? Being chapter 27. She's introduced to you over there. So again, brand new Nikke. I want to make this clear also moving forward. Anything I show you in this video, obviously the spoilers for the story. It's not touching any lore elements. It's touching who appears in the story. So again, Trani's there, Flora's there. I'm guessing by seeing a face, it's not a spoiler, because if the character releases before you reach chapter 27, it's a spoiler then. Would you say that? Yeah, Red Hood's a spoiler. I didn't make it to the part in Red Hood's story. You see what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. So we'll stand at that being the case, but I'm telling you now, don't progress onwards in the video if you don't want to see these spoiled. These are NIKKEs that are introduced to you via chapter 27 and 28. So if you want to go and play chapter 27 and 28 right now, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to stop you. This is your spoiler warning, because again, we'll see this in the standard event, and this is just a very small icon, so I'm not going to consider it a spoiler. It's like Nikke, bro. It's a face. You'll get a banner soon, and then you'll be like, spoiled everything. But again, that's Flora, introduced to us via the storyline, part of the Botanic Garden squad. So there's that. Next character. This is the Pilgrim. We'll save this one for the end, because I want to show you the other ones first. So again, I push back this being, the reason, so players will hear about this last because of the Pilgrim, right? So they don't get mad at me for spoilers. Over here, we have Hammer. Dude, her name is Hammering. What the fudge? Very cool Nikke. Probably one of my favorite designs out of this entire set of characters. Oh my god. It's like volume and noise in one. That's what I see with this character somehow. It's literally that. Same pose as kind of noise. Same like aesthetic and everything vibe, right? As volume. Love the character more than anything. Everyone in my comments was like, Tomo-chan? If you see the anime, they all consider this character that. So again, where it stands, very cool design. Her name is again Hammering, part of the Hammer and Drill squad. That's there. You will meet this character in both chapter 27 and 28. She will be an integral part of the storyline, and she will have one of the greatest scenes in Nikke history. One of the greatest moments. She is going to be right here, and you're going to see some wonderful stuff. I'm not going to spoil it. You're going to have a wonderful screenshot. All right, I'm telling you. Imagine this character's not here. That's going to happen in chapter 28. So I hope you're ready for it. But a very cool Nikke, and out of the bunch here, this is the one that I'm most hyped for. Again, Can't wait to see where she ends up. But they introduced us a lot of new Nikkes here. And with what we kind of speculate, or what I speculate, if it's not a collaboration soon, we're probably going to get Rouge, right? Which is part of the Bunny Girl event. So if you're replaying the Bunny Girl event, if you remember her, I'm guessing that's going to show up soon, given we had the archive event of the Bunny Girl event. We'll see what happens there, but again, I'm really curious when they launch all these characters. Like, there's a lot of characters introduced here, right? If we were to go through one character over here, two characters over here, now 3, the Pilgrim's 4, and then the next one's 5. So we have 5 new Nikkes in one update. It's kind of crazy, right? Whether they get a Nikke, character, we don't know that, but there's potential for everything, so keep that in mind. Next up, we have this one over here. Her name is Liverin. Yeah, Liverin. We'll go with that. Very cool Nikke. Probably my second favorite design. I think these two absolutely carry like the entire thing here. I will say it now. No, I can't say that. Nope, because 8 2.0 will happen, so I can't speak right now. I was gonna say, yo, I would wail with this character, and if I say that, they're gonna make her just like 8, and then if she's 8 2.0, I'll cry because 8's mid. So, that's there. So, yeah. Okay. Liverin, part of the Pathfinder set. Very cool character. Very cool design. She can be spotted over here in the event scene. That is her posterior being displayed over there with some nice snacks and sodas and drinks and candy and stuff on the side. Very cool stuff. So you have 2 snacks in one area. I'm going to edit that out of the video. No way I'm keeping that in. No way, I just said that. Damn. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Moving forward. Very cool Nikke. Very cool design. Definitely these Nikkes are just very well made. I can't wait to see who the artists for them are. Because, like, they all have aesthetics of current Nikkes, but just done better. And I think these Nikkes were originally Elite Nikkes that got updated, because some of their designs are very similar to some of the characters we've seen. So, very cool stuff on that front, but that's what we have here. Again, Liverin, part of the Pathfinder set, or squad. That's what popped up there. So, on to the big bread and butter of them all. This Nikke, remember, spoilers ahead, this Nikke is named Grave. She is that Nikke that carries around the coffin, the chained up coffin that was mentioned to us in the previous event notices and event like informations that we got being scattered around in relics and stuff. That's that Nikke. She's going to play an integral part in chapter 28. This can easily be a future pilgrim in like later points. Currently, so from what I've seen all over the place, is people calling her mid for like the design aspect. Like a lot of people don't like her, which again, to each their own. I think she looks pretty cool. Though, like again, people are saying like this is now Annie material. I wonder who is Annie material, right? From my consensus of the original thing, when we saw Cinderella, everyone was more hyped for Cinderella 100%. Grave looks sick though, dude. Seeing that thing from the trailer, 7 doors ready, bro. I absolutely had goosebumps. I said, damn. I said, wait a minute. So again, whether this character is, first off, people saying Pinay, right? That's the first speculation I've seen. Second speculation is this character is alternate Snow White, something that I thought originally. That's there. And then the third speculation is this is a person who got one of the 7 doors. I think it's 7 and 4 or 7 and 3. One of the so there's 2 of them that are missing, right? That we know, and maybe a third one. So where that stands is maybe she got her hands on one of the 7 doors, and that's why she says obviously 7 doors ready, right? So that's there. Again, it's all speculation. We don't know to a degree. And whether we know or not, I'm not going to say, because 28 exists. Go and play 28 for some of the story key elements. I'll talk about it later in the day, or later in the weeks as time progresses, and as we get closer to the anniversary. As of right now, though, it's weird, right? We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know where it's going to be, if Libralio, if Cinderella, if any of these characters that exist. There's like Crown, there's Chime, there's Cinderella, there's Libralio, there's Indivilia, there's this Nikke. There's so many pilgrims that have been shown to us that just exist, that are mentioned and name dropped and shown and integral parts of other stories. We don't know when they're going to release, right? We get like 2 or 3, maybe, right, 3 Nikkes a year that are released in their own degree, not counting side pilgrims if like, Chime ends up being a free character, because you have the New Year's event, you have the Half Annie, and the Standard Annie. So you have 3 events a year where a pilgrim can release. Who are they choosing? There's so many Nikkes or pilgrims in the game already. Who are you choosing? So whether it be Grave over here, again, a character introduced to us via the story, she looks very cool. You can see her in the story. You can talk to her, basically. A lot of stuff happens there. But, I mean, she's cool as hell. You can't lie. She is cool as hell, but we will see when they choose to release her. Obviously, she won't have like the mask. She will probably lose the mask and everything. And that's kind of how she'll release. But her character design is just, I don't know. It's something about her, bro. She's got the drip and everything, bro. Off-brand Jordans over here, looking absolutely, I don't know, decked out. So that's where that currently stands. But again, those are the NIKKES. Remember, we have Trani at the very start over here. We do have Flora over here. We do have Hammering. We have Liverin. And we have Grave. Those are the characters, again, introduced to us via this brand new story and even the event story. Both stories introduce these characters. Very cool stuff altogether. And I'm very happy to see that these NIKKES are, like, if anything you would consider, like, in this coming year, you will see these NIKKES. And I'm happy basically for all of them. Flora's really cool. Liverin is 10 out of 10. Hammering's 10 out of 10. Johnny's pretty cool. And whatever this is, being Grave, if she gets a Pilgrim release, pretty cool. So for the most part, I kind of stand at that, and I kind of agree that, you know, these are cool designs. I see a lot of players don't like her as much, but I think Grave is cool. I like the aesthetic, but let me know what you think, all right? Take care, have fun. Just wanted to share this with you so you are aware. That's what it currently looks like. Sounds cool?